All right. Welcome back to the channel. I'm a little energized right now. This is Rob from my channel, Smirking Gun Reviews, here to do the review for Tag, which I didn't really know much about until just recently. And I just came back from seeing it. It's been about an hour since we got back, or got out of the movie. And I another video unplanned until I knew I was going to see this today. And I gotta tell you, like some other people, Tag is fucking awesome. It's my favorite comedy I've seen all year. Game Night was good. This is better. On just about every kind of level, this movie works. It is enjoyable. It is joyful. It is not mean-spirited. There's a lot of mean stuff that happens, but it's not. It doesn't feel like mean. Like the things that they do to each other in this never feel malicious. Never feel mean-spirited. It just has. You just leave kind of just feeling really good about what you just saw. And one of the things, of course, is this great cast. That everybody's playing their role as you would. They didn't, they were smart casting, but nobody's really taking too many chances. But that's okay because we like these actors as kind of who they are. Jon Hamm, got a point over. Jon Hamm. As soon as I knew Jon Hamm was in a movie called Tag about a bunch of guys playing tag, I was like, I'm in. I didn't have to know anything else. I just heard Jon Hamm's name. Then I was like, Renner's in this? And then they were like Jake Johnson. They got to Ed Helms. I went, I don't know. And then Hannibal Buress. I've always liked Hannibal Buress. He's hilarious on I never really watched the Adult Swim show, but the one with on Comedy Central where it's Elena and Broad City. But anyway, to get to them, I mean, he plays a charming dude. Jake Johnson, he plays, like this, it's not bad sometimes that you play the same characters. In this, they were perfectly played. Jake Johnson's, a different kind of version of his character Nick on New Girl with a little less neuroses. Like, he's just kind of the more laid-back kind of stoner one. Ed Helms is your everyman, which, is kind of like his bread and butter. Hannibal Buress is kind of the surprise, because he's playing kind of a paranoid. He thinks out. His way of thinking is kind of different and out there. He's kind of like, I'm not going to say he's the wild card, because they're all kind of wild cards. But his way of thinking is very unique compared to the rest of the guys. And then you got freaking Renner, who's just fucking badass. And there's not one of these guys that doesn't have like. And then. Actually, before I get further to this, then you have Isla Fisher. I never know how to pronounce his name. She like steals the movie from these five guys, and with her, I'm very hit and miss with her, whether or not I like her in things. But she is phenomenal as Ed Helms' wife, who takes the game way more seriously than even these guys on some level. And she doesn't even get to play. She's kind of like support. She kind of helps set things up. And also like we have like Leslie Bibb is in this, not as much as any of the other people that I've mentioned, but like she's kind of like Renner's partner. Like she's his fiance. And as the movie goes along, you start to see she's kind of like his support in the movie. We have some other supporting characters like Rashida Jones, who really doesn't get to do much in this, but it is Rashida Jones, and she's lovely. I'm trying to think of who else is in this that you can really talk about. Not really anybody. There's the one dude from Get Out in like the beginning scene that plays the lead character in Get Out's friend, the one who comes to rescue him. Spoilers. For Get Out, sorry everybody. His friend, the guy from that he's talking to on the phone in Get Out. That's all he does. He talks to him on the phone. You know, but like it's so great. Like when people review this, and I know that this isn't going to get a ton of views to watching, but I just really wanted to talk about it because it's just the schemes and everything they do to like to one up each, you know, to get not it, and all the rules that they have, and everything that you've heard about this in other, you know, if you've watched other reviews, is pretty much true. I haven't heard any negative reviews on this movie, but you know, some people leave a few things out, like you know, Hannibal Buress does kind of feel like out of left field, but he's such an enjoyable character to watch that it doesn't really matter. Some of the music, like the soundtrack, is good. But I'm kind of, and it is really good. It's got Beastie Boys. It's a lot of '90s, you know, rap, which I have no problem with. The music, as it is music. I grew up in that time period, and I enjoy a lot of that stuff. I'm kind of just over this whole. They're always playing, you know, like hardcore rap, whatever hardcore means. I'm sorry, I don't even, you know, playing like stuff that just doesn't necessarily reflect the characters, like in the movie. Like, I know it's probably to contrast it a little bit, but it just always feels like just, I mean, I guess it's better than them playing like Closing Time, you know, some 90s white boy, you know, music. But I don't know. There's just something about a bunch of white guys in a movie and them playing like rap over it. It just seems strange to me. But that being said, the music was good, especially when they started playing Beastie Boys. I was like, whoa, all right. But there's other stuff in here. You've got Danzig and other things going on. The action in this, I mean, it is like some of Game Night. When they talk about Game Night, it's filmed kind of like a thriller. Well, this, you know, a lot of this is filmed cinematography-wise, and the action scenes are filmed very much like an action movie. You know, the slowed down scenes, like some people have compared to like Guy Ritchie's Sherlock Holmes, and even with the inner monologues going on, you know, with the characters, what their thought processes are going through as they try to tag Jeremy Renner, who is the only one in their group that hasn't been tagged, in case you don't know what the plot of this movie is. You know, that these guys have been playing it for 30 years, this is how it keeps them young, keeps them together, and so, you know, these action sequences that are just a bunch of guys playing tag feel tense, feel fun, feel like something you haven't quite seen before. And it never, like, I'm actually going, oh my god, is he gonna tag him? I'm getting like excited about a game of tag. And so it's just, it brings out like kind of, I want to be a part of this group. I want to be playing this game of tag. It just, I don't know. I there's not a lot of movies that make me feel like good, not just laughing, but feel good when I leave the theater. And this is one of them. And I hope they don't do sequels, because I just think that would be, I don't know where they go from here. I think this is perfect on its own. Not a perfect movie, no movie really is, but you know, this is one of those movies I hope they don't like Tag 2, Electric Boogaloo, you know, just leave it alone. Unless they can come up with some crazy concept where they're like over, you know, I could see them like doing Tag 2, you know, the world now, like they're going all over the world to tag each other. I just hope they don't go that route. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about here without, you know, I'm trying not to spoil any of this, but again, the lengths that these guys go to tag each other is pretty hilarious. And this has been called a shenanigans movie. That's in the best possible way. This has some very cartoonish violence where guys are getting hurt in ways that you would not get up from, but it's okay. It's that kind of movie, and you can suspend your disbelief while you're watching it, just because it's just so enjoyable. The true story that this is based on, they do have clips at the end of the movie of the real guys, which is kind of a nice little, you know, tip of the hat. And you do see that some of the things, like at least the costumes and stuff, do track with what these guys actually have been doing for the last, they're like 23 years or something like that. And yeah, that's about it. I wish I could come up with more things to say, except that it's just good. Go see it. Skip The Incredibles. You know, if you've already taken your kids to The Incredibles, you know, go see this for yourself. This is a hard R. It is worth. It's pretty good though. The R rating shouldn't scare anybody away. There were a whole range of people in my theater that came to see it, except for small children. And honestly, you know, if you've waited 14 years to see The Incredibles, you can wait another week to give them their money. Go see this movie as soon as you can. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. If you've seen this movie, what did you think about it? What do you think if they ever try to do a sequel? Do you think you want to see it? And yeah, that's about it. Like I've said in other videos, we're at 107 subscribers, so I still want to thank everybody for all the support. Tonight when I do my Westworld review, I will be thanking all of my new subscribers. I keep forgetting the last couple of times to do that. So anyway, that's it. Go see Tag. This is Rob from Smirking Gun Reviews saying, see you on the next video, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.